ever noticed how sometimes the best way to understand your life is to simply step out of it for a moment? Getting away, even just for a little, can help you see things more clearly. You're not only changing what you're looking at, you're changing where you're looking from. And that shift can make all the difference. Most of our lives are full of routines that repeat like stuck playlists over and over and over. Wake up, work, home, dinner, bed. Repeat until further notice. And while we daydream about big adventures, scrolling past videos of people climbing mountains or swimming with whale sharks, we also tell ourselves the usual excuses. Oh, I don't have time. I don't have the money. Maybe someday I'll do one of those things. Let me just say it. Time is definitely a real issue. But money? Oh, money is often just a matter of creativity, strategy, and a little rebellious thinking. If you want something badly enough, there are usually ways to do it for far less money than you think. Hi, I'm Kate, and I'd like to encourage you to think outside the box about money. Give up the idea that your dream is just too expensive. Find another way that's cheaper to do it. Let me tell you how I went trekking in the Himalayas on a real tight, skinny shoestring. Now, you might not want to go trekking in the Himalayas, but this is a good example about how to avoid big expenses. And yes, trips to the Himalayan mountains for trekking can be pretty darn expensive if you do it the standard tour company way. But I didn't. That's not what I did. And neither should you if your dream just seems way too expensive at first glance. Use what I did as a kind of a model for fulfilling your own dream. First of all, if you're not using a credit card that gives you miles for every purchase you make, please start doing that today, right now. Pause this video if you need to. Whether it's grocery bills, dog food, toothpaste, put it on the card and then pay it off each month. You have to do that. Pay it off each month. You'll be amazed how fast those miles add up. Before long, you're holding a round-trip ticket to somewhere that used to live only in your imagination. Then comes step 2. Do things the local way instead of the tourist package way. When I went to Nepal, I didn't book anything in advance, nothing. I flew into Kathmandu with my usual travel buddy Kay, found a sweet little hotel for under $10 a night for both of us, 1 room, 2 beds, both of us. And on the lobby bulletin board were handwritten notes from trekking guides and Sherpas looking for clients. We hired 2 men, 1 guide who knew the way and 1 Sherpa to carry both of our bags, for the grand total of $4 a day for both of them. Yes, you heard that right, $4. I realize these prices are probably higher now, but I'll guarantee you that you can do it much lower prices than what you'll find at tour companies or online. And within 2 days, we were on the Langtang trek, crossing rivers, climbing through forests, and staring at gorgeous, snow-covered mountain peaks that felt so close. You thought you could just reach out and touch them. To this day, that trip is one of the greatest highlights of my life. If you want me to make a separate video about that Himalayan adventure, let me know in the comments. I've got stories for you. But in any case, here's the catch. Big adventures are incredible. They can be even life-changing. But They also share one flaw. You always got to come home. You come back and slip right back into your old routines. Let's look at a way that your everyday life can be more exciting. After you've come home from your big adventure, let's keep your life somewhat more exciting. That's where micro adventures come in. You don't have to choose between a normal life and an adventurous one. You can have both. And honestly, most of us need both. So, what exactly is a micro adventure? It's a small, inexpensive, accessible adventure close to home, easy to plan, and guaranteed to shake up your brain in the best way possible. It's the kind of small experience that introduces a spark of awe into your everyday life. And the best part? You can squeeze them in even if you're knee deep in responsibilities. Some people hear adventure and think parachutes, tents, flights across the world. Yeah, those are great, but they're not the only possibilities. That's right, micro adventures are for the rest of us. The people who want a taste of newness without draining their bank account. And here's the little secret that nobody tells you. You probably have dozens of micro adventure options around you right now where you live. You just haven't noticed them yet. Here are a few simple examples. Visit a museum or an art gallery in your own city. It's amazing how something that's been sitting there your whole life suddenly feels inspiring when you walk through the doors. Bring a notebook, sketch something, or write down notes, write down ideas. Wake up parts of your mind that your routine has put to sleep. Choose a random neighborhood nearby and wander around. Buy a snack from a shop you've never entered. Sit in a park you've never visited. Walk down a street you've never explored before. Your brain loves novelty, even tiny novelty. You'll be surprised how refreshed you might feel after doing just a couple of something like that. Watch a sunrise from a new location. It doesn't cost anything, but it recalibrates your whole day and your whole mood and possibly your whole life. Do an overnight adventure stay somewhere cheap nearby. A budget guest house, a simple room near a beach or a mountain, a cabin. Changing your environment even for one night works wonders. Try something you've always been curious about. Kayaking, pottery, line dancing, bird watching, whatever. Salsa classes, how about that? Anything that brings you out of your ordinary rhythm. And let me add a little sass here. Micro adventures are also how you avoid becoming that person who lives vicariously through YouTube creators instead of collecting your own life stories. And here's the best part. Micro adventures expand your identity. They help you become a person who explores instead of a person who scrolls. Someone curious instead of someone stuck. Someone alive instead of someone just getting through the week. And you don't need huge amounts of money, time, or preparation. All you need is intention and a tiny bit of courage. Can you hear the wind blowing here? Oh, I love it when it gets windy like this. When it gets windy, that's one of my micro adventures. I'm sitting right here on my terrace and the wind is blowing. One trick you can do is what I call the 2-hour adventure window. Once a week, maybe Sunday afternoon or Wednesday morning, whenever. Take 2 hours to go somewhere new or do something new. Not to accomplish anything, not to improve yourself, just to surprise yourself. And every time, I'm sure you'll feel like you've pressed a reset button on your brain. Creativity can come back, energy can return, your sense of possibility comes back, because micro adventures remind you that life is bigger than your to-do list. So here's what you should keep in mind. Adventure is not about distance. It's not about money. It's not about uploading the perfect photo. No. Adventure is about perspective. You can stand on the top of a Himalayan ridge, or you can sit on a bench in a new city park. And both experiences can shift something inside you if you let it. So let me ask you this. When was the last time you did something for the very first time? Did anything pop into your mind just right off the bat? If you're thinking too hard about the answer, then it's time for a micro adventure. Let me know in the comments about a small adventure you might try this week. Or tell me where your next big adventure dream is, because sometimes sharing the dream is the first step toward making it happen. And if you want more videos like this, little nudges to help you live a bigger, richer, more curious life, make sure to subscribe. We have a lot of exploring to do together. Thanks a lot for coming along today, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.